Carrie Underwood has been recognized for a long time as one of the musicians who routinely respects military service personnel with sincerity and gratitude. Carrie Underwood's tributes to veterans are among the most poignant tributes that are frequently posted on social media platforms on Veterans Day. This year, she kept that tradition by posting a contemplative comment accompanying a flashback photo from her USO tour in 2006. The snapshot served as an emotional remembrance of a point in her early career when she stood among troops overseas and utilized her voice not only to sing, but also to inspire them. Through her message, she expressed gratitude to all who had served for their bravery, devotion, and sacrifice. As soon as the article was published, it was flooded with comments from supporters who expressed their gratitude for the recognition and praised her for her patriotism and charity. Many people interpreted it as yet another illustration of Underwood's long-standing bond with those who serve in the military. Nevertheless, not all of the responses were warm. A segment of Carrie Underwood's following has not yet moved on from the decision that she performed "America the Beautiful" at Donald Trump's inauguration, even though it has been many months since the performance. A group of critics reopened a wound that they had never allowed to heal, and the Veterans Day post was the catalyst for this. Their remarks brought to the surface long-simmering tensions, political frustrations, and disappointments that have persisted well beyond the ceremony to which they were invited in January. What at first appeared to be an easy homage turned out to be, once again, a fight for feelings and values. A memorial that is overshadowed by concerns from the past. A flashback photo from Underwood's early USO tour and words that expressed gratitude for those who safeguard freedom were the only components of Underwood's Veterans Day greeting. The comment section, on the other hand, shows that the dispute that has been going on for several months regarding her performance at the inauguration continues to shape the way that some fans perceive her. The post, which was generally joyous, was met with a flood of critical comments that ran beneath the surface. It was not the homage itself that caused some individuals to accuse her of losing their respect. Rather, it was the political overtones that were associated with her performance earlier in the year that caused them to question her. There were some individuals who questioned the authenticity of artists who, in their opinion, only show support for the military when it is in line with their public presence. The post that was made on Veterans Day became a flashpoint for these supporters. It served as a reminder of a decision that, in their minds, blurred the line between patriotism and politics. It is clear from the lingering feelings that the rift is still rather deep, and for certain people, the resentment is still very much present. It was the performance at the inaugural ceremony that sparked the divide. In January, when Underwood indicated that she would be willing to play at the inauguration, the intention was for it to be a time of unity. As a past winner of American Idol and one of the most prominent artists in country music, she had long been recognized for her ability to transcend musical genres, appeal to a wide range of people, and stay out of the public eye regarding political issues. The fact that she chose to perform "America the Beautiful" at the ceremony, on the other hand, caused the conversation to revolve around her. During the concert, which took place during a politically charged period, even artists who are known for maintaining a public persona that is impartial were unable to avoid criticism. Even though some of her supporters commended her for accepting the offer and interpreted it as a patriotic gesture, others had a profound sense of dissatisfaction. They were under the impression that the performance was a statement of support for a political climate that they did not agree with, and the controversy started almost immediately. Followers on social media pages have decreased. Opinions became more negative. Through the course of the internet response, her voice became less important and more important than what her involvement signified. Carrie Underwood's position stood out because she had spent a significant portion of her career avoiding controversy altogether. While many celebrities are not unfamiliar with criticism, Carrie Underwood's circumstance was more unusual. Her brand had never been accused of being political, combative, or divisive in any way. The picture that many of her fans had of her was shattered as a result of her attendance at the inauguration, and for some of them, it was a rift that they refused to repair. A fanbase that is divided, feelings of betrayal as opposed to loyalty. It has been several months, but the division is still obvious. An ongoing discussion was rekindled by Underwood's article on Veterans Day, which had never been completely resolved. Some of the singer's longtime fans expressed their dissatisfaction with the criticism by stating that she had always demonstrated respect for members of the armed forces and had performed for them since the beginning of her career. They considered her appearance at the inauguration to be nothing more than a continuation of that long-standing custom. Varied people had varied interpretations of her participation. Within the context of political leadership, policy decisions that had an impact on veterans, and the broader debates linked with the administration. They viewed it through the lens of these issues. The commemoration of Veterans Day did not, in the eyes of these critics, remove their worries. It led them to reconsider the reasons that they had been feeling disappointed in the first place, if anything happened at all. This tension sheds light on a more profound reality regarding the popular culture of celebrities in the present era. Public personalities frequently become symbols of the values that their followers attach to them. Whenever these principles come into conflict with actual occurrences in the world, the repercussions can be severe and long-lasting. The more comprehensive cultural context. It is not accurate to say that Carrie Underwood's situation occurred in a vacuum. Over the course of the last 10 years, the connection between politics and entertainment has become more and more entwined. The audience anticipates that their favorite artists will take a stance on a certain issue, yet, in the event that acts are taken in a different manner, this expectation can result in backlash. Not only did Underwood's performance at the inauguration elicit responses, but those responses revealed more about the cultural landscape than they did about her as an individual. The emotional mood of the country, in which national events, rituals, and ceremonies are rarely regarded through a neutral lens, was reflected in the fact that fans projected political meaning onto her involvement. Even holidays that are intended to celebrate individuals who have served in the military, such as Veterans Day, may frequently become enmeshed in political discussion. That delicate equilibrium was brought to light by Underwood's tribute post that was published this year. Under her portrait, there were a variety of comments, ranging from expressions of support and appreciation to criticism and frustration. The tense atmosphere served as a timely reminder of how audiences can continue to be split even after a single decision has been made. A well-known artist who has avoided becoming involved in political turmoil. It is important to note that Carrie Underwood has always made it a point to avoid making political views, which is what makes the dispute noteworthy. Throughout the course of her career spanning 20 years, she has made very few public statements regarding political problems. Instead, she has chosen to concentrate on her family, her faith, and her music. Fans frequently expressed their appreciation for this lucidity, which made her appear more approachable, non-political, and grounded. It was not a political statement that she made when she participated in the inauguration. Rather, it was an honor to perform at a national event that was historically significant. Her message emphasized the importance of unity, pride, and respect for the traditions of the nation. Nevertheless, for a few of the fans, their intentions were irrelevant. Her answer was overwhelmed by the circumstances surrounding the performance that took place. Because of this, a singer who is known for avoiding the limelight of political issues found herself in the heart of a controversy that she had no intention of initiating from the beginning. A contribution of social media to the fueling of the backlash. The characteristics of social media can be believed to be responsible for a portion of the intensity of the response. Indignation is fueled by algorithms. Posts that are controversial move more quickly than those that are supportive. Whether they are critical or supporting, the voices who are the loudest rise to the top, forming narratives that may not always provide an accurate representation of the larger fan base. The emotionally charged nature of the critical comments that were posted on Underwood's Veterans Day post served to bring them to the forefront of attention. However, a great number of additional followers expressed their appreciation, expressing their gratitude to her for honoring those who had served and for commemorating her long-standing support of the military. It was brought to light by the divide that platforms tend to amplify conflict while frequently ignoring viewpoints that are more nuanced and softer. What could have been a brief moment of introspection turned into a digital debate that was escalated to a degree that was well beyond the initial objective. Reasons why some fans refuse to let it go. The problem extends beyond a single performance, according to the critics who are still furious. Their annoyance originates from the conviction that artists bear the obligation of participating in the formation of culture. They interpreted Underwood's attendance at the inauguration as a statement of alignment with policies or ideals that they vehemently opposed. This group does not view her Veterans Day homage as a gesture of respect. Rather, they view it as a remembrance of a time when they felt let down by someone they admired more than anything else. On the other hand, many who support her believe that the situation is unfair. They believe that her participation is grounded in patriotism rather than partisanship, and that it is therefore non-political. What they perceive to be a misunderstanding of her character is the criticism that she has received. One thing is made abundantly clear by both points of view. The manner in which fans engage with artists is intensely personal. It is possible for reactions to be emotional, persistent, and difficult to settle when expectations are not met. Carrie Underwood continues to make progress. Despite the persistence of the criticism, Carrie Underwood continues to concentrate on her career and the principles that she holds dear. It is not true that she has allowed criticism from the internet to mold her public persona or to affect her dedication to honoring those who have served in the military. Her music continues to chart, her tour dates are flourishing, and her fandom continues to be enormous despite the fact that she has caused divisions. As was the case with many of her other posts, her Veterans Day message represented the gratitude that she has continually exhibited toward the military community during the course of her career. Regardless of the complaints that continue to be leveled against her, they do not prevent the support that she continues to receive from millions of admirers. The dispute is merely a minor part in her lengthy career, which has been based on talent, perseverance, and dedication. As she moves forward, the controversy becomes a minor chapter, an occurrence that sheds light on a more extensive discussion. The fact that certain fans continue to express their dissatisfaction is more than just a reaction to the decisions that Carrie Underwood has made. It is a reflection of the constant struggle that public personalities have while attempting to navigate a culture that is politically polarized. Even the most heartfelt expressions of gratitude, such as paying tribute to soldiers, are not immune to the influence of political interpretation. Underwood's predicament serves as a timely reminder that artists frequently find themselves entangled in crossfires that they had no intention of entering. Her memorial service on Veterans Day became a reflection of a nation that is still struggling with divide, one in which memories of political struggle continue to linger long after the events themselves have left the scene. However, despite the circumstances, Carrie Underwood continues to uphold her fundamental principles, which include her love for her nation, her family, and her faith. She is unwavering in her dedication to expressing thanks, providing support to those who serve, and making use of her platform in ways that she considers to be significant, regardless of whether she is praised or condemned. It's possible that the criticism won't go away completely, but her legacy will continue to expand well beyond any one instance of scandal.